Hey, I'm Spencer.
And I'm Britton.
And I'm Beck, Love Doctor.
Since 2011, Buckethead has released 291 albums in his Pikes series, and we're going to listen to them
3 at a time.
This is Getting Head.
Just let's do a cast. Let's do a good cast. 1, 2, 3. Cast. Welcome, bots, slogs, head-getters, friends, and bucketheads. This is episode 55 of Getting Head, a Buckethead cast, a Bucketcast, whatever.
We'll fix it in post.
You'll fix a lot of shit in post, don't you, Spencer?
Yeah, I bet I do.
Yeah, you fix a ton of our podcast in post. That's what you do. That's your job.
Sorry, Star. Oh, we should maybe record this meeting. We forgot to do that.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to record the meeting. Well, shit, brother, we're gonna, you can just say I'm Beck later. That's fine. Hey, could you actually do me a favor, say, and I'm Beck right now.
And I'm Beck, Love Doctor.
Yeah, we love to see
enough.
it.
Someone on our chat asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do these two annoy you?
Yeah. A lot. I would say 11 out of 10. Spinal Tap.
Wait, who are they talking to?
Yeah. Are they talking
Beck?
to me, or are they talking to?
I think they're talking to you, Beck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're the two annoying ones here, so.
I don't have a good answer for that. I would answer just with a heart, like a 10, but like the 0 is a heart.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Or maybe for Halloween, it's like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, anyways, hey, we're here. It's episode 55 of Getting Head of Bucketcast.
What do you got for 55?
I got absolutely nothing for 55. I think I can't drive it, though.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. It's a Red Rocker. We got the Red Rocker cast today.
The Red Robin Rocker cast.
The Red Rocket cast,
Sammy Hagar or a dog's penis? Your choice.
Yeah.
Your choice.
No. You forgot Red Robin. Yum.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's
Red
also
Robin.
like a dog's penis. You're right. Yes.
Beck, you were talking to me about Red Robin yesterday. Can you elaborate, please?
So I've been looking online, I learned about Lichtenstein, the artist from Red Robin art.
Roy Lichtenstein, the pop artist from the 1960s and 70s.
Yeah, and because Red Robin used to have art that mimics his style and all these other styles. And so I've been looking on Electronic Bay trying to find Red Robin art that I can buy my brother for Christmas. And the only thing that they have is a $500 framed poster of King Kong on the top of the Empire State Building holding a hamburger. And I'm not going to pay that kind of money.
That's amazing.
That fucks so hard.
Imagine taking someone home and you have that poster above your bed.
That's the only art they have.
Yeah, your walls are all white except for that, and there's lights on it.
Yeah, museum lights. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I love everything about that idea. And so I've been able to find nothing. I have been able to find existence of, they had an American Gothic where there's a cheeseburger speared on the spear, or somebody's face is a cheeseburger or something. But otherwise, Red Robin art from when we were kids doesn't exist anymore, and I miss it. How do you guys feel?
Man, wow. R.I.P.
It still exists in Red Robins. You can go steal it like you steal their fucking fries seasoning.
That's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, but who's stopping you? Red Robin's security? Maybe
I would say the mall security, probably.
That's only if you go to a mall Red Robin's. If you go to one that's outside of a mall.
All right, okay. They might have security. I don't know. So there's that one in Linwood, Washington. That's just in the parking lot of the mall.
Yeah,
it's not in the mall.
Yeah. There's a lot of parking lot Red Robins. Come to think of it, I can't think of a single Red Robin I've ever seen that's not mall adjacent. It's either in a mall, attached to a mall, or in the parking lot of a mall.
I would argue.
Yeah, that's
Red Robin and Diamond.
Actually, I take that back. One of the original Red Robins, which was here in Seattle, is actually non-mall adjacent entirely, but it's like a defunct Red Robin's. It's kind of near here actually.
The U District one.
It's over on Montlake. Yeah. The ex-U District one, kind of over on Montlake here, I think. Montlake.
East Lake area.
okay.
I think.
I've never seen anything around there that looks like a Red Robin, but I don't know.
It's in that weird area, like right across the bridge in between here and East Lake.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
I do know that area.
It's like
That's a weird area. Yeah,
it's like right when you're going from here to East Lake, right after you go across the bridge on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Is like, I think Red Robin's number 2 or something like that.
Weird.
But it's nowhere near anywhere where a mall was.
Yeah.
And I find that like unsettling.
Well, I mean, because that's the kind of restaurant that you go to, like when you're in a place like that. Like, it's not the kind of restaurant that you go to, like when you have other choices. You know, in a lot of circumstances.
It depends. Like, it has utility with certain things. Like, I remember in Alaska, I'd end up going to Red Robin a lot because
yeah, I went with you. Yeah,
we like I was vegetarian, and I think you were at the time too, right?
Yeah, I was.
And it's one of the few places there you could get a veggie burger.
Yeah,
like at any time.
And it was like good too.
Yeah.
It was like a good burger, and the
dude.
fries were really good.
Oh yeah.
And so like that was a really good option at the time, and I remember it being like expensive for the time, which I think like was like $10 or $8 or something like that.
It was also Decepticide's favorite restaurant, so we went there with them.
It was fun. Yeah, I remember going back there to the Northway Mall one.
Yeah.
As an adult and like drinking there and also getting that same food. And that was actually a pretty fun experience as well.
Come to think of it, the Diamond one isn't exactly mall adjacent either.
That's what I was saying.
The one we always used to go to.
That one's not mall adjacent.
Yeah. I mean, it's mall adjacent-ish. It's like 2 blocks away from the Diamond Mall, but it's still like.
But
okay, top three mall adjacent. Top 3 mall adjacent spots. Go.
Red Robin.
Beck.
Red Robin. The Rock Pizza.
Yeah, the Rock wood fire pizza.
Mall-ish. That's all over the place though. And that's only apparently a like West Coast-ish thing. You don't have Rock pizzas over there. I looked into it.
A Rock
Olive
pizza.
Garden? Olive Garden is a mall adjacent.
They can be, yeah, certainly. Yeah. I'll take it.
Give me another
George
mall
Bush
adjacent
wanted
restaurant.
to invade a Rock pizza because the pizza was oily.
That was a fantastic bucket joke. We'll call it. Thank you. If it's on the cast, it's a bucket joke automatically.
It's something.
Yeah, bucket jokes are leaking, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Red Robin art. That's sick. I love that. That's super good. Britt, what's up with you, man?
Not a whole lot, man. You know. My dad's visiting. That's interesting.
Yeah. Good, interesting. Bad, interesting.
It's cool. He's hanging out. You know.
Hanging out with the wanging out.
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
We did that a lot when we were younger, and that was weird.
Oh no.
Just because you're related to your like young kids doesn't mean you can just like hang around with your balls out, right?
Yeah, that's true.
To be clear to listeners, he was not like exposing himself here. He was just
no, he wasn't just like,
careless.
Hey, kids want to see my dick. He was just like, he was very casual about like, oh, I guess all my underwear's in the dryer. I got to go walk and get my underwear, and like, you know, we're there. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
The last time I saw my dad's balls was when I was, I think, 14 years old. And brother, I don't know if you remember this, but like you and Mon, like one of your friends, I think, were like down in the theater room, and I was just in my room doing something, and I walk out into that like landing area, and I just like look upstairs to where our parents' room are, and Sir was just like there, just like holding his dick. He had a t-shirt on, but he was like holding his dick, and so his balls were just like hanging out. And I was like, "Oh, dude, what the fuck?"
Did he not?
I like just walked downstairs because that's where I was heading, and I just opened the door, and I was just like, "I just saw Dad's balls!"
I do remember.
And like you and Ma just like cracked up laughing and wouldn't stop laughing, and I'm like, "Don't! It was a bad experience." Yeah,
That's fucking great.
I remember that
Thankfully, I haven't
clearly.
seen my dad's balls. What's news?
Hey, well, you know, actually, speaking of balls,
oh, no.
So I don't talk about where I work, But suffice it to say, you know, I do tech support for a major electronics manufacturer.
Geek Squad. He's a Geek Squad, bro.
As a result, you know, I talk to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of crazy people or a lot of like interesting people at my job. And I, you know, some of those stories are pretty funny. And I wanted to share one that it's been on my mind recently because it's just, oh man, it sums up, you know, kind of what I deal with a lot. Okay, so this must have been like maybe fall or winter, early winter, 2019, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dude comes in, seeking tech support, and he doesn't look like weird at first. He's just like a normal looking, like 40s-ish dude wearing like a kind of like upper class, like bike gear stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Very clearly rode a bike here.
Bike dead.
But doesn't look like weird or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so then like he comes in, he's like, I'm like, okay, hey man, what's up? He's like, he holds up an iPhone 6. Okay, this was in 2019, so iPhone 6.
Okay, good.
It's already
Right,
a few
like,
years old.
It was a 5-year-old phone at that point, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
So like pretty old. Holds up an iPhone 6, and he turns to me, and he says, I shit you not, quote, this device discharges electricity into my testicles.
Hell yeah, baby.
I want to tell us more.
I mean, was he doing it intentionally? Was he like just telling you about his kink, or?
Is this an app?
So he was like, this device is making me impotent. The electricity, it affects my testicles and other parts of my body.
Mm-hmm.
I need it replaced.
His testicles or the iPhone?
That's a great question. And I'm like, bro, okay, wow, where do we even start here? I'm like, well, firstly, you know, that's not possible, my friend. Like, this device, there's no way it can discharge electricity into the enclosure, and even if it did, who am I to say if it's going into your balls? Like, I can't help you with your ball problem, sir. Like, your device is 4 years out of warranty. Cannot help you. You must leave. This is not a real problem. Like, you know, like, what can you do?
What you should have done is been like, okay, first, can I see your phone? And second, could I see your balls?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's like, show me what's going on with your balls, man.
Yeah, like prove it, bro. Like, let's see them.
Let's see
drop them nuts, baby.
Yeah, drop trial, baby.
Drop them nuts.
You got before and after pics?
Put them on the counter. I'm the ball genius for today, baby.
We can go into the bathroom if you feel uncomfortable out here.
Yeah. You were the Geek Squad for testicles that day.
Yeah, and so like,
think of a clever pun on that. Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
Ball Squad.
No, it's not that clever though.
Like Skeet Squad? I don't know. Geeks.
We'll work on it.
Skeet Squad is pretty good. I'm gonna make that in that logo.
Okay.
Skeet Squad sucks. No, so that wasn't okay. So that part was crazy, right? But I like told this guy off. Basically, I was like, "You gotta go. I can't help you." Right? That's not the craziest part. Dude comes back the next day. And, like, I see him talking to one of my dudes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is this dude back? And I come over, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on here? And then he turns to me, he's like, my balls. Like, my testicles. My balls? My balls? No, he's like, this device, the electricity, my testicles, and, like, this poor kid that I had working for me, he was, like, brand new. He was, like, 2 months, like, new. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what am I supposed to do with this guy and his testicles? Like, what are we doing?
You must survive the testicle gauntlet before your 60 days are up.
And I was like, dude, there's nothing you can do. You need to tell him to leave. Like, just tell him to leave. Like, what the fuck? And so I don't see him. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't think about it. Then, like, a day or a day and a half later, there he is again. He's there again. And I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm leaving at the time. So I don't get to see like the resolution of it. I'm like, no, why is he back? This motherfucker and his fucking balls.
Honestly, his balls.
Yeah. I think he really wanted to show someone his balls, maybe.
What if this guy's like a test for probationary employees? Like if you actually engage him, you fail. right? Like you're not supposed to.
Well,
engage this
so
guy.
in that case, fucking 2 people at my job, one of which would be a manager, would fail that because guess what happened? Guess what the resolution for that was? A manager covered swapping his phone.
Oh God.
Oh, he actually wait.
They replaced his 5-year-old phone at no cost because of his testicle problem.
That's all you have to do. You have to go in and just talk about
No, that is not. Don't you fucking dare think that. No, but like that, I can't believe that happened, and that was a fucked up thing from that job. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Testicle guy. Moral of the story: if your phone is discharging electricity into your balls, and you realize that this is something that's happening to you, and you need to talk to someone about it, talk to a therapist and not your local tech support.
I don't. So I feel like the Geek Squad and Best Buy, moreover, could really absorb, the loss. Like, what does it matter for them other than it inconveniences you? Like, it's either you placate this fucking guy and just like give in to his demands, or literally everyone in the store apparently has to go through this whole my balls rigmarole, which is like that's just like, as a manager, I would have been like, yeah, I'm not going to put anybody else through this. Here's a new free phone. Get out, you weird motherfucker. Like that ultimately, it's not coming out of anyone's paycheck.
Oh yeah, no, it's more just like, for me,
The principle
of the fact that it's not a real problem. It definitely didn't happen.
You don't know. You didn't see his balls. You didn't even ask to look.
I fucking know how that phone works, and I know that that's not possible. So
you're tech support, not test support.
Oh yes, you finally did it. Yes, you cracked the
That's
code.
the name of the episode.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty great. Oh man. Well, anyways, Beck is Britt's brother.
Yeah,
and that's our guest today.
We're on episode 20 something.
Yeah, well, nobody listened, so yeah, if you're listening now, that's who we're talking to
You're
today.
talking to the bucket void, fellas.
Oh, we'll get to the bucket void.
We're not the bucket. That's just
you're talking into the bucket void. This is a bucket void.
That's true. That's true. The void does talk back to us sometimes.
Void bucket's back.
Yeah, the void bucket.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good name for the episode.
Yeah. Speaking of bucketing back, Buckethead. What's new with you?
Oh, I like that Buckethead.
Hey, Samuel Buckethead. That is.
Oh,
I don't know who's Sam.
Well, I'm pretty sure we already covered that with our Red Robin talk. So I was saying if you could, I was gonna see if you could hit us with a bucket fact.
I could probably do that.
Bucket fact, 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 bucket fact.
Today we're going to talk about something I know is, I didn't even know my brother was coming on, but felicitously, I might say serendipitously, we are covering Beck's very favorite subject today. And so today we're going to talk about Buckethead's history with Primus and moreover Les Claypool. Prepare to get Les Claypool, baby!
Oh man.
His brother pulls the gun out of his fucking drawer here. Buckethead first met Les Claypool and Primus through Brian Mantilla, also known as Brain, sometime in early 1998. Brain had worked with Buckethead in Praxis since the early 90s, and he had joined Primus a year earlier, replacing their longtime drummer Tim Armstrong. Claypool and Buckethead quickly became friends, and Buckethead reportedly spent some time between shows and touring staying at Les Claypool's San Francisco home. The first time we see Buckethead performing with Les is in June of 1998 with an impossible-to-find band called Quail's Breath.
What a band name.
Literally, I spent probably half an hour looking for this band on the internet, and they seemingly don't exist. The only place they exist is on this spreadsheet of Buckethead's past performances. That's it.
It's like a Dog Star type band.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Dog Star Maximum, baby. So after this, Bucket and Les decided to form a musical collaboration and began recording Monsters and Robots together, on which is the infamous Ballad of Buckethead, which is one of the few Buckethead songs outside of his album Enter the Chicken that actually has vocals on it.
Wow.
After this Praxis went on a mini tour, after which Buckethead opened for Primus for a couple months in order to market the release of Monsters and Robots. Buckethead then joined Primus, opening them for all of their Ozfest 99 tours and all of their Family Values 99 tour dates.
Wow.
Oh, I love Family
Wow.
Values.
This is the period of time in which Buckethead reportedly jammed with Limp Bizkit.
What?
And I actually found that information on a completely separate thread deep into Buckethead Facebook, where a guy was talking about how he had talked to Fred Durst, like way back in the day.
What?
And Fred mentioned that that Limp Bizkit had jammed with Buckethead in the early 2000s.
You have my attention now.
Late 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, I think is pretty fantastic. In 2002, Praxis was slated to play the Bonnaroo Festival, but was unable to due to Bill Laswell's absence. Seeing this, Les Claypool offered to fill in, and thus Colonel Claypool's Bucket of Bernie Brains, with Brain, Bernie Worrell, and Buckethead, was formed. They released one studio album and a collection of live recordings, which would be the most recent project the two have worked on together. Les Claypool is regarded, by and large, as one of the main people who put Buckethead on the map, and inasmuch in a 2011 interview with Legnapi, the interview told Les Claypool, "If it wasn't for your set, I would have never known who Buckethead was. Primus introduced me to Buckethead." To which Les Claypool responded, "Well, I apologize for that."
Bucket facts.
What?
It was a wild trip. Let's go back to Red Robin. So if I walked into a Red Robin and I offered the manager $50, hey, here's $50, here's $100. Let me take that painting off the wall.
Would you offer it to him like, would you say, $50,
Little man,
Wait,
put that shit in my hands.
Oh, sorry. What are you trying to bribe Red Robin's manager
Just
for?
to look the other
The
way
art,
if I
obviously.
walk off with this painting.
Yeah, you could do it. Easy, 100%.
I think they would have to give in.
Yeah, either that or you could be like, hey, how much do you pay for these like dumb framed posters? And could I buy one off you? And, make a deal with them.
But do you think they still have this art up? I bet it's like much more hip art than that now.
What's more hip than Roy Lichtenstein?
What is more hip than that shit?
Yeah. Seriously.
I got nothing.
Name another visual artist, Beck.
Warhol.
He's a contemporary of Lichtenstein. He's just as old.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think they actually did have one that was like, wasn't it like Marilyn Monroe? And then there's like a burger.
Yeah, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we listened to 3 more fucking Pikes this week, not going back to Red Robin.
That's true.
Pikes 163, 164, and 165. Blue Tide, Ghoul, and Orange Tree, respectively.
Yeah, we fucking did.
Yeah, so Pike 163, Blue Tide.
Yeah.
Released on August 11th, 2015, just 3 days after the previous Pike, Four Forms. God, that was a tongue twister.
Yeah, wow. Major keys.
So it was 2 very, very different songs. And yeah, both of them were mostly major key. But the second one was like, I don't know, very kind of neoclassical, neo-baroque.
It felt very downbeat.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, he did a lot of very like, kind of very like baroque, almost like Oregon runs, not Oregon.
You know what
Oregon
it
runs.
sounded like to me, man? It sounded to me like Guns N' Roses ballad guitar solos.
That's why I liked it. Yes.
The first song.
The
first song definitely did. The first song sucked, I will say. I didn't like it at all. What really like killed it for me was the backing tracks were like a combination of distorted electric guitar, distorted electric acoustic guitar, I think, and then bass, all of which were playing like the same thing. And like it sounded okay on speakers, but on headphones it sounded like fucking dog shit. it was just like not well mixed, and it was just like the same chord progression for a good like 12 minutes with a 12-minute solo over it. And although that's almost the description of the next song, Tide, like Tide was just so much better. Blue, not great. I am not blue dabba dee dabba die for this album.
I mean, that was quite a manifesto, or manifestation.
Quite a review there.
That was a lot. There was a lot of thoughts. I mean, I was bored by all of this album. It sounded like Guns N' Roses ballad guitar solos to me.
Interesting.
And
the second track really, I don't think did at all. Like the second track was so much better.
I
did think it was better.
It was
but it still reminded me of that.
It was way less offensive than the two following ones. The two following ones were just like the last one. We'll get to it, but this one was like at least pleasant. It was something to just have on in the background while you're like doing the dishes, which was exactly what I was doing. And it's fine.
Nice. Or masturbating. Yeah, like we like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Together. Yeah,
before
we listen to the fight. Yeah.
The Twitch on.
Yeah. Just right in these chairs. We film it, but it's for another site.
Yeah. We're twitching, but we're not on Twitch. You know what I mean?
It was melancholy. It was jazzy. It was fine.
It's a little jazzy. Yeah. I will say, did not like the first song. Really like the second song. Yeah. And oddly enough, all three Pikes this week are just 2 tracks.
Oh, yeah.
The shortest song we listened to this week, I believe, was the first song on this album, Blue, at 12 minutes.
Wow, look at us.
Yeah.
Long song kings.
Long song fat dong.
Hell yes.
Yeah, baby. This, so the whole album, because I feel it is kind of inconsistent in tone, I don't think it'd be a great soundtrack to anything specifically. However, track 2, Tide, is definitely like the theme to the wedding chapel at Buckethead Land, the Bucket Chapel.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, people be getting married to that shit for sure.
Like, you think they gotta have a place to get married, because like people get married all the time at like Disneyland and Disney World.
Are you fucking kidding me? Really?
Dude, Disney adults are the worst.
Dude, they are the worst. It creeps me the fuck out. Why would you want to go there in the first place?
Very
then
weird.
In the second place, like, why would you want to get married there?
I don't know. Like,
it's like you're getting married in a shrine to capitalism,
right? I mean,
it's weird.
Pretty cool.
What do y'all think is weirder? As a quick aside here, Disney adults or Harry Potter adults?
They're the same.
I know they're just
overlap,
like generationally different.
No, I don't know, man. Like, I'm pretty sure like that Venn diagram is just a circle.
It's a perfect circle.
Yeah. A perfect circle as well.
Yeah. Not exactly. Like, because, at least with like Harry Potter, you're in some way defending a transphobe, whereas Disney doesn't do that exactly.
I don't know, man. That's where it gets dicey for me, because like I don't really know what the state of that is, but like I did look at what's her name,
JK Rowling.
Yeah, JK Tolkien or whatever.
Yeah.
I looked at her Instagram for the first time, or not Instagram, sorry, her Twitter for the first time, maybe like last year.
Yeah.
When I was really bored during the pandemic, and I had heard that she was like not cool. And like, but I'd never like seen any of that stuff for myself. And so I just looked at her page randomly and just like scrolled through it and looked through some stuff, and wow, I was really surprised. Like, she's a really bad person.
She's terrible.
I was like, whoa, like this is really fucked up.
I don't understand.
No, I didn't even have any context other than knowing that like people had like thought that she was bad in some ways. Like, I didn't know anything, but I just scrolling through her page and like reading the sort of shit she was saying, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It just doesn't make any sense, like, why she would choose that hill specifically to die on.
The turkey.
Especially
It's
since
weird,
it has
man.
nothing to do with anything she's ever done. Like, she writes young adult novels about wizards, and suddenly the cause she's taking up is denying the existence of trans women? Why? I don't get it. Why does she care?
Yeah. Well,
just because like trans women get mad when she attacks them? Of course they do. You're attacking them and denying their existence. Fucking doofus.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
anyone's
weird,
gonna
man.
get mad if you deny their existence. Like,
That is true.
For sure. She's horrid. But was the writing on the wall already there with, like, when she started coming out with all those weird facts about Harry Potter that, like, no one asked for, nobody cared about? She's like, Dumbledore was gay. And everyone's like, what?
Now that, I was thinking about that today. Like, what's the point of doing that other than, like, some sort of damage control from your guilty conscience from hating a big part of LGBTQ, you know? She's just, she's one of these fucking, have you heard of the LGB movement? Because it's a thing, and it's like a transphobic queer movement, which, in my opinion, is, you know, an oxymoron.
That seems insane.
Yeah.
Like, why specialize
movement?
that much?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, we have to be exclusionary of these folks, because even though they share almost every likeness with our cause in a struggle that's actually greater than ours, like, they can't share in our struggle at all. They need to do it different. I'm like,
get your own
why do you
struggle.
care? Why do you care so much? It's so weird to me.
It's super weird.
It's so bad.
Would agree.
Transphobes, weird. Bad, weird, dumb. Fuck off.
To the audience, don't support JK Rowling. Spend your money elsewhere. Don't pay $120 for a wand at Harry Potter Land.
Yeah, don't go to Harry Potter Land. Don't go to fucking Universal Studios unless you're there specifically for the Waterworld exhibit, which fucks.
Okay.
Fucks.
I forgot that we were talking about
Fucks.
Waterworld, the film. I thought you were talking about like a piss sex thing.
Or their Halloween. They got like a Halloween Nights thing that's apparently a big thing where
Oh yeah,
they do
that's
it up
right.
for
Yeah,
Halloween.
that's supposed to be really good actually. Yeah, yeah.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a huge kind of haunted house thing.
Pretty spooky.
Going on. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, sounds tight.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
No.
Haunted houses are always tight.
I have.
Speaking of haunted houses, Pike 164, Ghoul.
Wow, this is a taskmaster.
Released on August 18th, 2015, exactly 1 week after Blue Tide.
Exactly a week, huh?
He's gotten so good at
exactly
this
1 week.
transition
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, we're good. We've made 55 episodes, not counting bonus episodes of this show, Beck.
Yeah, speaking of trans rights, I'm into the right transitions, baby. I hate myself. I'm so sorry. Ghoul, and once again, a 2-tracker split into Ghoul 1 and Ghoul 2. Which were also fairly different songs. I thought it was a pretty cool album.
Yeah.
It's got some proggy alt metal going on for the first song.
Yeah.
With some slow melodies going on over it. Really cool riffs. A lot of arpeggios. Some cool runs, melodic runs, although they're kind of slow here and there. Cool song, a little long, but it's nice, you know? Nice song.
Yeah, it was a change of pace.
Yeah, kind of
it was not as aggressive as I was hoping for after the previous record. The previous record was so slow and atmospheric. I can't talk atmospheric. And I was hoping for something a little bit more aggressive and in your face. And this is not quite that. It's not entirely not that, though. Like, it has some parts that are kind of that. But it doesn't really ever get to the point of, like, really aggressive metal.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is something I like when Buckethead does.
But I felt like the middle of the album was like he'd be a good person to like write video game music. The middle of the album was like all boss battle music, right? And then the rest of it was
definitely.
The rest of it was like kind of easygoing. Hey, does anyone listen to Buckethead albums for the drums? Like, I was thinking about that on this album.
I mean, I appreciate a lot of the drum programming. Like, him and Dan Monty are literally a masterclass on drum programming.
Yeah,
like,
they're very good. They're very consistent, too.
Not all their drum programming is great, and sometimes they don't do the best mixing when switching it up a lot with a lot of the drums, but, like, they are still, I'd say, especially for how fast they pump stuff out, some of the most consistent drum programmers I've ever heard.
Yeah, really good, for sure.
Yeah. I am actually very much astounded by their ability to program drums so consistently without really, like, making it noticeably repetitive or bad at any point.
It's really not noticeably repetitive, and that is my biggest compliment to it as well.
Yeah.
It genuinely does feel natural.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, not every song is the best, but generally speaking, it's at least like above average to great.
Right. It's very
most
rare.
times.
I think the drum programming is not good.
Yes.
Very rare.
Very rare, yeah.
I would argue for this album, like that was one of the first things I noticed is that the drum programming seemed repetitive to me.
Interesting.
No, I thought it was pretty good. And I mean, it's a combination of things too. Like, I feel like I only notice that the drums are getting repetitive when the other music is repetitive also.
Yeah.
Because, I kind of go down a list of stuff. Like, usually I'll listen to, at least with Buckethead, like guitar first, then bass, then kind of drums. That's what my ear kind of naturally goes for, just because I'm not really a drummer. And so, like, if the guitar is constantly switching up and doing something interesting, I never even really notice the drums unless they do something, like, specifically bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But,
yeah.
It was pretty good. It was, I thought it was pretty rad.
Sure. Yeah.
The second song, like, the first half of it was, like, some cool chuggy metal stuff.
Yeah.
But then the second half of it was just the longest bucket breakdown of all time. It was a good, like, 4 solid minutes of just the same, like, breakdown rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, I mean, that's not something we've really heard from Buckethead before, so I wasn't like, ugh. Because if he did that all the time, like, a metalcore band, I probably would dislike it. But, since it's not something that Buckethead does a lot, I was like, okay, I'll let him get away with that. That's something new to his repertoire.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah. But overall, not a bad metal album.
It's monster truck intro music.
Ooh, I kind of like that. I'd say it goes to like a game, like maybe a ring toss or like you got the guns. It's like a carnival game music.
Okay.
Kind of upbeat. It's like, trying to churn people out of there, get them excited so they move faster and make more mistakes.
I've made many mistakes at carnivals. How about you?
Yeah.
Going to a carnival is your first mistake.
That is, first mistake, last mistake. You end up, with a belly filled with bullshit.
Fried dough.
Fucking.
Is that after you go to the Carney glory hole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carney hole.
Carney hole. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
You love a Carney hole.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of Carney holes, like 165, Orange Tree.
Beautiful.
Speaking of lemon parties, let's go different citrus here.
Yeah.
Released on August 21st.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, hold on real quick. Lemon Party, speaking of which.
Yeah.
I had to recently explain to a coworker what Lemon Party was.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a fun experience. I was like, well, so you remember Meat Spin? You remember Tub Girl? And then I was like, okay, well, Old Man Penis. Are you ready? Old Man Penis.
Can I drop something on the both of you? A fact that I don't believe you know, but is maybe one of my favorite facts on all of the internet.
Oh wow!
I love facts.
So we're all familiar with Lemon Party here, right?
Yep.
Yes, the old man. Old man orgy.
On the original Lemon Party website, it was a digital photograph, right? Like done on an early digital camera. And when they uploaded it, the EXIF data was also uploaded. Apparently, the photo was taken on 9/11/2001.
No.
What?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That is quite a fact.
Isn't that one of the greatest facts you've ever heard?
What?
It just
that's the day that Nickelback's Silver Side Up came out.
It is. It certainly is.
With hit single "How You Remind Me."
Well, hit single "How You Remind Me" was released about a month earlier,
but it contained hit single
It
"How You
certainly
Remind
did.
Me."
What a good single
yeah.
that was, huh?
From Canadian rock band Nickelback.
Yes.
Wow.
Excuse me, Canadian Djent band Nickelback. Thank you very much.
I recently had the experience of explaining Djent to someone also.
Djent?
Wow, so how'd it go losing that relationship?
Oh man.
Wait, is Djent a thing I don't know about, or are you just talking about short for gentleman?
Whoa.
No. Yeah, so Djent is spelled Day. Spelled
Daniel Djent Lewis.
It's spelled Djent.
Djent.
Never heard of it.
And it's actually it's literally named after the sound the guitar makes in the music.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's music that's like heavily rhythmic, and it's usually just like the guitar playing along to the bass drums.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Meshuggah is the best example of a Djent band. It's just like a bunch of guitars that are just like dun 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 and that shit. And it's just like it's like prog rock for people who don't know more than one note. And
sometimes they play a lot of notes.
Sometimes they do, and I mean, to be fair, there is stuff that's like legitimately incredible Djent, like Animals as Leaders, is like an incredible band, and they are technically Djent.
Well, they came from that, but they become the kind of their own thing.
At this point,
they incorporate a lot of elements.
Yeah, they're just like kind of like jazz metal at this point, but they're a lot of stuff.
Is it like everyone,
jazz metal?
Everyone's playing the same part.
Jazz, DGA.
A day?
Roll it back. So is it like everyone's playing the same part, like on the same beat?
I mean, sometimes
kinda.
That's kind of how it's structured. A lot of people do things differently, but that is kind of the core of it. It's not. It's whatever. We don't need to think about it.
The core
we do need to think about
the core of it,
the
core of an orange, like an orange tree. I wanted to take this transition from you.
Yeah, a core. Yeah, because oranges
famous for having a core.
I think you're comparing apples and oranges here, Beck. So this one is also split into 2 tracks, both of which are very thematically and structurally different. I love the first song on this, Orange Tree. It is so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like prog jazz.
Yeah. Well, it's like fusion-y stuff.
Yeah, it's super fusion-y.
It's super fusion-y, and it was pretty sick.
Yeah,
I like this one a lot. Yeah.
I said it kind of sounds like Al Di Meola got a lot more effects and did a lot of drugs.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like.
It's very Al Di Meola, like a lot of really cool, clean string skipping stuff and like really amazing, super fast runs. But at the same time, it's like heavily psychedelic, which is an area that Al Di Meola does not go into often.
Okay, how's this for a meme? It's Al G Meola, but it's like DJ, and then he's playing a 7-string.
Well, how about Al G Meola, but he's like an OG, and he's like hanging out with gangsters. He's like a blood. Do you think Al Di Meola would be a blood or a Crip?
It's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah, brother, you want to weigh in?
I have no opinion on this. I don't know who Al Di Meola is.
Famous jazz guitarist.
Yeah, famous jazz fusion guitarist Al Di Meola.
This is outside of any area of expertise
blood
I've ever
or
had.
Crip.
Yeah, but like, do you think he'd be a blood or Crip as an uninformed person?
You know what? He brother probably thinks MS-13.
I was just gonna say MS-13. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I believe we solved it then.
Multiple sclerosis 13.
Yes. Microsoft 13.
Might I interject? I hated this album. This one was the most fine of all the albums. I listened to it on 1.5 speed because it was so uninteresting for like a non-musician.
So I will agree for the second song. The second song was like an ambient flute song with guitar melodies over it.
Oh yeah. There was a YouTube comment about the flute.
The flute? You mean the 8 flutes that were constantly playing throughout the entire fucking song?
One of the YouTube comments was like, "I hope Buck played the flute and didn't sample it." And I was like, "What?"
No, he didn't. So the song was called Town Hall Bell, and it should have been called Town Hall Flute.
It's Town Hall Butt.
Or for brother, it was a Town Hall Hell.
Oh, I like that.
To sit through.
Yeah, it was.
or a town
100%.
hell ball.
Are you getting back to the ball joke from the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, the guy's testicles from the iPhone 6. Put him in a town hell ball.
He's got the hell ball for sure.
Yeah, his testicles were getting that ambient flute track, dude.
Pipe straight into my balls. Yeah,
pipe 165 right into the balls. This was a pretty cool album for the first half. The second half was not cool.
Not as cool, no.
And that was really all three albums this week, I thought were half good. And then one of the songs was not that great.
Yeah. I agree. I think that despite its flaws, this is my favorite Pike this week.
Yeah. Because of the song Orange Tree, it was definitely my favorite this week. Because that song was really cool. I'd love to hear him do a lot more stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we'll get a lot more stuff like that, because I imagine shit like that takes a long time to write.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It sounded like he just made like a backing track with like drums and bass, and then just kind of jammed over it. I mean, I think that's what he does a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if he's not like directly doubling a lot of stuff on guitar and bass, then that's what I kind of assume he does.
Yeah.
Pretty cool though. I think the first half would go great in a bucket hookah lounge.
Oh, yep.
Whoa.
And then
Bucket hookah. Beck, tell us a hookah story. What you got?
I don't have a hookah stories, but let me tell you what. So in Providence, Rhode Island, where I live,
the hookah capital of the world.
There is a part of town that is like it's called Federal Hill, and they have 6 hookah bars on one street, and I don't know how they stay in business.
Literally every other business is a hookah bar. It goes bar, hookah bar, hookah bar.
It is absurd.
It's super interesting.
There's no way
can you
stay
bring
in business. One has to be a front, 2 maybe.
So questions. Can you bring alcohol into the hookah bar?
No.
I think they sell alcohol in some of the hookah bars there.
I don't think they do.
I've seen people drinking at them.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that legal? Because here, at least here in Washington, you can't serve alcohol in hookah bars.
Oh, we're a little looser on the rules.
looser on those hookah rules, baby.
You're looser in a lot of things over there, aren't you?
What?
Talking about your buttholes.
Oh.
Providence buttholes are the loosest and juiciest.
I will not acknowledge this.
USA Today said that.
They did.
They did. That was on the cover.
Yeah, they were like
loosest buttholes in America.
Yeah,
Providence, Rhode Island.
Like last year was San Antonio, but they've tightened up and dried up quite a bit.
Yep, that's true, baby. Yep. Dropping facts on this here cast.
Bucket facts, baby.
That's a bucket fact.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a bucket bowel fact.
That's a bucket fucked bucket fact. Butt fucked bucket fact.
that's the name of the episode.
Butt fucked. No, it's not. We will not be put on many platforms if we do that.
2 in the buck, 1 in the fact.
I like that. 2 in the bucket, 1 in the head. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. We listen to those albums.
Yeah, well, after that, let's go on a journey, guys.
Where are we going? Where are we going to, Spencer?
Hello, Spencer.
The bucket void.
Statements from the bucket void.
Oh my god! Oh my god, we're here! Oh, it's so good. It's so good. This is the part of the show where we just shine that light. Shine our big bucket light into the fucking shitty butthole of YouTube.
Spread them cheeks.
Spread them cheeks.
Spread them net cheeks.
And go digging for gold.
Yeah.
And here we are with the gold that I found on the internet. Okay. Let's kick things off with a nice vibe. YouTube user Alphys Rocky 5 years ago says the depths of his compositions along with the sheer number of his releases is truly breathtaking. we need a global Buckethead Day. I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
I think we need a Buckethead Day.
Well, there's multiple Buckethead days a year. Like every Friday the 13th is Buckethead Day.
That is true. That is true.
It's already Jason's Day. Like nobody thinks of Buckethead. We think of Jason Voorhees.
Well, in that case, we could just use his birthday, May 13th, as Buckethead Day.
May 13th is Buckethead Day. Let's make it known.
You probably don't even know my birthday, and you know Buckethead's birthday.
Yeah, we both know your birthday is April 27th.
It's not.
April 27th. God damn it. This is like last week or 2 weeks ago, and you were like, oh yeah, August 8th, that's your birthday. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I did say that.
You just like mashed me and my brother's birthdays together.
I
just did, and I know both of our birthdays.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
But you know Buckethead's birthday better than mine. That's the point.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do I do a podcast about you every week? I didn't think so.
Oh, that'd be good though.
No, it would not.
We could do a Heathcliff Corner every week. That could be our podcast.
Oh wow!
I do like the idea of a Heathcliff Corner. And speaking of that, YouTube user Djent Forever says 6 years ago, title really fits in. Damn, I'm a man, and I admit my tears start to flow with a smile. Thanks to God and his disciple Buckethead.
Do you think this is done in irony?
It's like, I don't know.
Nah.
No, not much is done in Buckethead's name in irony.
Yeah. Speaking of Buckethead's name in irony, YouTube user Bechtel35 says 2 years ago, Buckethead is the reason God believes in us.
Oddly enough, that statement did not pass the Bechdel test.
Hate to see it. I like to think that Buckethead is the reason. You know, when Hoobastank was talking about that, they're talking about the reason. I think the reason's Buckethead.
Yeah.
Will I elaborate? No.
Okay.
I think I would like to start a Heathcliff Corner for the blind and visually impaired so that they can enjoy Heathcliff like the rest of us.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's noble of you.
Yeah.
You should do that.
Speaking of noble, YouTube user OurFault119 says, and this is our fault, 6 years ago, Buckethead, you are a keeper of peace and a transcendent of space and time. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I like that, though.
I really love the emphasis you put into this, like the character that you imbue into every one of these comments. It shows real commitment to the bit. I love that.
Can I give you all a bucket joke I just came up with?
Yes.
Based on the word noble, you just said, what does a fan at a Phish concert and a farty king have in common?
What?
Well, they're both full of noble gases.
A farty king?
Farty. Because he's farting.
And why didn't you just say like farting king?
Yeah, and then like Phish fans do a bunch of nitrous oxide.
That's true. Yeah,
that's their thing.
You did have to explain that to me, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is that fucking meme that was going around about like the dudes at the Phish show that just start jacking off.
Oh yeah. Like some lady went to a Phish show and there was like at least 3 dudes just like
jacking off,
and there was 2 of them jacking off together.
Just jacking off at the Phish show. That rules more than anything I've ever heard. Like I don't think I know of something funnier than jacking off at the Phish show. Like that's beautiful. Thanks,
like,
society.
Oh, Trey Anastasia's doing the transition into a mountaintop.
Yeah, that rocks. Big huge fan. Here's something I like. Here's a description I like. YouTube user Eddie Savitz's Pizza Box Collection says 3 years ago, and this is about the last Pike we listened to, Pike 165. He says, love this Pike. sounds like Return to Forever if they were psychopathic, chicken-obsessed murder machines.
Yeah, like the first track did definitely sound like Return to Forever, of which Al Di Meola was a member for their first 3 albums.
Yeah, Beck, famous guitar player Al Di Meola, who
Jazz
played with
guitarist.
Return to Forever.
Jazz fusion guitar player Al Di Meola, who played with the Stanley Clarke and Chick Corea-led Return to Forever.
Nobody's talking about the murder machine part of this. Like that's the more interesting part.
You know, sometimes a man wants to be a murder machine, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We can't kink shame.
Yeah, that's not cool, dude.
It's not cool. Do you think Buckethead... Do you think he likes to wear the mask when he fucks?
Oh, yeah.
How is this the first time you're talking about this?
I think he likes to use Herbie as, like... He likes to eat pussy with Herbie.
Oh.
Buckethead doesn't eat pussy because the mask is on, but he can use Herbie to eat pussy, you know?
What's Herbie?
Like, the tongue only goes so far beyond the little thin plastic mouth.
Is Herbie the bucket? Is Herbie...
No, Herbie's the hand puppet that he uses to do interviews with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Some of us have not dove into...
Yeah, well, it looks like someone didn't do the research to be on this podcast.
You got to do your own research, Beck.
Yeah,
you got to go to Google, you type in Buckethead Flat Earth, and you go from there, okay?
Buckethead Time Cube, baby.
Yeah. Buckethead Star Child, baby.
Mm-hmm. Buckethead Stargate, baby.
Oh, shit.
SG-1.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's tight. Big SG-1 stand over here. Fucking Teal'c for life. SG-1, fuck yeah. Anyways, YouTube user Eric C says 6 years ago, deep nutrient-sucking roots this orange tree has. Which I like.
Nutrient-sucking roots.
Yeah, that dude had dick sucking on the brain. Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Or root sucking.
Going outside.
He was thinking about getting sucked off by a tree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what would actually be awesome? Remember the first boss on the Kirby game? That tree that spit apples at you?
Yeah.
That big old round mouth.
Yeah.
I'd love to get blown by that tree.
Yeah, for fucking
or
real.
like Kirby for that matter. Like
Oh, man, Kirby, yeah.
I bet that feels like getting blown by like a memory foam pillow.
Yeah, probably.
Quick aside, you were talking Stargate, got me thinking.
What that Kerbussy do?
Who needs their Kerbussiate? Gulp.
So, have you guys watched that new Star Trek animated series yet? You guys are two Trek-loving dudes.
We watched like the first 2 episodes together.
Yeah, 2 or 3, I think.
You mean Rick and Morty, Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like Star Trek Rick and Morty.
That's what it is.
No.
Yeah.
It's like Rick and Morn. Sorry. Rick Berman and Morn.
I don't get these jokes.
These are deep cut
very
Star Trek Deep Space Nine jokes, okay?
I mean, Rick Berman is just a joke in general.
Oh, hey, Voyager's okay.
Yeah, you said it.
I said it.
It's okay.
I said it. Voyager is okay.
It is an okay with a period at the end. Like
it's okay.
It is okay.
Burp is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, why did I put my phone away? I'm the one doing the segment. Yeah. That's a good point. Speaking of segments, we have a return from one of our favorite people here. Jordan Vine JV.
Jekyll McHyde or whatever.
No. JV. Jordan Vine. He only made 1 appearance this week.
Oh, that's
2 appearances this week.
Okay.
But we're only going to talk about one of them, and it's a pretty good one.
Let's jump in, baby.
Master of the ship key, a bucket bot divine. Come into Rick's Corner, it's time for the divine.
Let's all bow to the greatest guitarist in the history of music and the whole universe, because Buckethead is the best. And that's that. P.S. I love praising him. It's become my hobby, and also without any doubt whatsoever, because he fucking deserves it. Jordan Vine.
Jordan Vine.
I love that he now has this like praise kink for Buckethead.
We have 3 themes for Jordan Vine.
He's his own segment. I love it.
Well, a while ago, yeah, Spencer like hit me up and he was like, "Hey, can you make a song for Jordan Vine?" And I was like, "I really have a lot to do today. I don't think I'll get to it." And so Spencer made a song for Jordan Vine, but I ended up having enough time to make 2 Jordan Vine songs. And so now we just have 3 Jordan Vine songs.
Look how good we are.
None of them are bad. Play the third one.
Well, maybe later.
Yeah, I don't have the third one on this pad because I just like using those 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. We'll do a couple more bucket voids, and then we'll do some Britain and some Beck voids.
Ooh, Beck void.
Yeah, we got a Beck void. It's just a couple more. They're quick here. YouTube user Morghole says 4 years ago, "Hell, get it, in many years when we're all dead, people will look at him like the biggest Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, and all. It just takes time."
He's not wrong. It does just take time.
Beethoven.
Like, nobody looked at Mozart like Mozart when Mozart was alive. Now Mozart's Mozart.
Yeah. Now he's Amadeus, baby.
Amadeus. YouTube user Balloon Cement says, "After a long ass day, nothing beats unwinding your thoughts whilst listening to Brian's music."
Agreed. Balloon Cement was one of the first Pikes.
Yeah, that's one of the Pikes, yeah.
Which one is it?
I buy Pike 41.
I can't believe you know that.
Really? It was that late? I thought it was.
Was it 41?
Oh, I have no idea. Looking
I was guessing. That was a guess.
Oh, I want to say it was like 10 or something like that.
Spencer,
I have no idea.
Tell me about your last ass day.
Well, that's not safe for this podcast.
Oh, it is the 6th.
But it was yesterday.
Oh, cool. It was the 6th Pike.
Tight. Now it's time for my favorite thing to do. Don't you dare play it.
Play what, Spencer?
No, stop it. Don't play the song. I hate the song.
It's from the Britain Boy.
Literally every time you tell me not to play it, I edit it into the podcast. So every single time. It's in every single Britain void. Whether you want it to be or not.
I started making part of my segment about Brit, and then Brit is so self-involved that, now we have a theme for the segment.
We made 3 for Jordan. Why can't I have fucking 1, Spencer?
Who says you're more important than Jordan Vine in this podcast?
I made you
Who says that?
I made you a fucking song. I can make me a song too. Go fuck yourself.
Wait. Have you guys thought about reaching out to Jordan, whatever his name is, as a guest?
So it's actually... the only way we could really do it is by leaving YouTube comments asking him to contact us some other way.
Yeah.
Because YouTube doesn't really do direct messages at all.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it'd be complicated.
You could
I don't know.
Google him.
We should try to reach out, but it'd be a little difficult being that the only medium we've ever seen him on is a place that doesn't really allow for direct messaging.
Is his name on there? Can you just message him or like Google him?
Yeah, it's Jordan Vine. Have you been listening?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
baby.
It's like a Vine star, and that's why it's Jordan Vine.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. But anyways, this part of the show, I just I pick out a tweet, or just not a tweet. Sorry, I pick out a text that I've shared between Britt and I, and this time I picked out one for you, Beck, as well.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to do we'll do Beck's first. And this is a statement from the Beck Void. On February 19th, 2020 at 6:43 p.m. my time, you texted me and said, "Theory! Bill Burr's character in The Mandalorian is the origin for the Boston accent. There's no way that you can explain his accent in the Star Wars universe."
There really isn't. It's a huge mystery. Why does someone exist in the Star Wars universe that's anything like Bill Burr?
No, it was a long time ago, far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But apparently they have like
Yeah.
an equivalent to Boston, which if we have the technology to travel faster than light, there will be no Boston. Like we're beyond Boston at that point.
But we'll still have the band Boston, just as like a reference.
Yeah, of course. Like, what are you going to listen to when fucking going into overdrive?
Oh,
baby?
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
more than
yeah.
a feeling, crank
That's
that.
warp speed music. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Love that.
Yeah, the spaceship looks just like the spaceship on the cover of their record.
That's a good
yes.
point. I didn't think about
Yeah,
that.
Put it
Or
on.
the
obviously.
spaceship looks exactly like the city of Boston. That'd be cool too.
What if the city of Boston was the spaceship?
Oh.
What if it was the band?
Oh, my God.
What if the only people who lived in Boston were the members of Boston?
Whoa.
It was like, yeah.
And then Mr. Boston, our high school guidance counselor,
Oh, Monty.
Monty Boston.
This was a shout out to you, Monty Boston.
Yeah, wherever you are, probably dead. You were really unhealthy.
You
Later,
were
dog.
really nice. I hope you're doing well.
Mighty Monty Boston.
The mighty Monty Boston's.
Lastly, Britt,
Yeah.
on Tuesday, July 6th, 2020,
Mm-hmm.
you texted the group chat of Beck and I and you, and you said two statements that are very different, one after another, and we're going to read both of them.
Okay.
At 9:03 p.m. on Tuesday, July 6th, 2020, you said, Waluigi gave all, so we may enjoy the benefits of a decaying empire.
Wow.
I love this.
That's I don't remember that, but I don't disagree with it. There's something there.
You followed it up at 9:07 p.m. with a second text. Don't you love that Steven Tyler wrote Dude Looks Like a Lady about Motley Crue and ended up looking more like an aged lesbian than anyone else in rock history? Legend.
Statements from the
Yeah, I'm really trying to think. Like, Steven Tyler looks the most like an aged lesbian. You know what he looks like is like if you left Janice from the Dr. Teeth Band from the Muppets, if you left her in the dryer for too long,
Yes.
it looked exactly like Steven Tyler.
I would
pretty
argue
good.
that Joe Perry is up there too, and I think Richie Sambora might also qualify.
Oh, you're right. Richie Sambora definitely. I mean, he looks a lot like Joe Perry, though, doesn't he? I think they even have the same like gray streak or whatever in their hair now. I mean, like Tom Petty was looking pretty aged lesbian before he left.
He had such a
Actually,
bushy
no, because he
beard.
grew a beard eventually. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did grow a beard.
He-
But
he got
before
around
that
that
when he
whole
was
idea.
clean shaven. He was very lesbian-y. Lesbianific.
Okay. Hey, this is part of the show where we recommend stuff that we think is good. Beck, do you got something to recommend?
I do. I have two things. First,
Yeah.
I just finished the Expanse book series. It's fantastic. I'm not a big sci-fi guy. I loved it. It is the best sci-fi I've ever read. It's one of the best book series I've ever read. The next book comes out at the end of November. I would recommend the series to everyone. And I will also recommend the show Ted Theodore Lasso because it is funny. It's got a lot of heart. Give it a watch.
You mean just Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
I don't think they have his middle name in there.
No. He's
Ted is short for Theodore.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
what
you
did there.
fucking dumbass.
They don't call it Theodore Lasso.
I call Steve Jobs Steven Jobs. Come on.
Yeah? I call him blowjobs.
Stop.
Because that's what I want to give him.
Even in
Dead
death?
sexy motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's tight.
Yeah.
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 Cool. That rocks. I haven't
about you,
watched
dude?
Ted Lasso, but I do have that service, so I guess I could.
Give
so
it a
maybe I will.
look-see. It's a very good show.
Nice. Britt, what you got to recommend us?
Well, since both of you are here, and I know you're both super interested in this, I'm going to recommend an anime called My Hero Academia.
Oh my God! Wow,
know.
you
What-
are one of those.
It's about
did
me.
Wow.
to,
His hero in academia.
yeah, see, you're an academic.
Okay, so
And
like,
you know what? Being that you're a teacher, you're a hero every day. So you're my hero, academia brother. How about that?
Wow. This is next level.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Welcome, Doug.
Yeah. Thanks for telling us about it.
It takes place in a world where like 80% of all people have some sort of superpower, and so the minority are like normal people.
Okay.
And it takes place in like the top high school for people to like develop their superpowers. And it's just super fun. Like and there's a character in there who's a teacher, and he's a scarf goth. And
that could be you.
What is the scarf goth?
a scarf goth is a goth who wears scarves.
Are they allowed to be
You could
colored?
just be a
scarves?
goth and wear a scarf.
Shut the fuck up. He's a
What?
scarf goth.
I'm
Scarf
not
goth.
clear on the
Scarf
distinction. What? Okay.
Scarf.
Fine.
Scarf.
Okay.
Scarf.
Fine. Okay.
What,
All right.
what do you have to recommend this week, Spencer?
Well, not scarf goth,
Well,
because I don't know what that is.
Can I
'cause
change my
we're not-
recommendation? I changed my recommendation. It's scarf goth. That's my recommendation.
yeah, there you go.
All right. Two against
two
three.
against one.
Yeah.
2 against 3? What's
Wait,
2 against 3?
sorry.
Are you 3 people now?
Yeah.
You think I have an ego for making myself a theme song? Fuck you, Spencer.
Okay, so what I have to recommend is the thing I made you listen to before the podcast, which is Devo's cover of Nine Inch Nails' "Head Like a Hole."
It's really good.
From the 1990s that was used on the soundtrack for Jackie Chan's Super Cop. And yeah, Devo covered Head Like a Hole, and it fucking slaps. I cannot recommend it enough. It's really cool.
I'm sorry, can I give one more recommendation based on that recommendation?
Yeah.
Based on you saying Jackie Chan and Super Cop, go listen to Jackie Chan's pop music. It's hilarious, especially
pretty good.
especially the stuff he does in English in like the 80s and 90s is fantastic. It's a Mad TV sketch. It sounds so brokenly racist. It's phenomenal. It's just like Jackie Chan trying to sing in English, but nothing really makes that much sense because he really didn't know English that well at the time.
We listened to this years ago, I think, right? We found it like 5, 6 years
Yeah, I
ago.
think we might. Yeah, we did, and it's but someone reminded me of it a couple weeks ago, and
Is this how you remind me?
it is released on album on 9/11,
That's true.
just like Lemon Party.
Just like Lemon Party. Oh
Well,
my
that's
god.
when Lemon Party was taken. So it wasn't
Oh my
actually-
god, that was the Silver Side Up release party.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Silver Side Up, Lemon Party down, baby.
Wait, have we talked about Master of Disguise and how they were filming that on 9/11?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
They
yes.
took a break filming the turtle scene, the iconic turtle
they
scene.
took
So
a
you
moment
have
of
you have
silence.
Dana Carvey in full turtle outfit,
Full turtle regalia.
full turtle regalia, and then they do a moment of silence for 9/11
Yeah, very strange.
on set. Which
You
I wish there was a photo.
you know his spectrumized ass, just like in the middle of the moments of silence, was just like turtle, turtle, turtle. Like
Can I tell a quick story?
Please.
At my work on 9/11 this year, so we have these meetings in the mornings, right? And at the end of the meeting, the person leading the meeting, usually a manager, will be like, "Hey, so we're gonna go out on something," and it's usually just like whatever it was we had to talk about for the meeting. So it's like, yeah, we go out on like Manic Monday or like something stupid. It's very dumb, but on 9/11 this year, the manager leading the meeting was like, "Hey, what should we go out on?" And
no.
one of the employees said 9/11, and then they were like, "All right, 3, 2, 1," and then we all said 9/11.
That rules so hard.
And then like when it happened, me and one of my friends who was like across the room, we just like locked eyes. Just immediately, we were like, "No, this can't be happening. What is going on? Oh my god!" It was incredible. And so then the next day, I was in one of those meetings, and they were like, "What should we go out on?" And I was like, 9/11.
Man,
We didn't go out on it that day, but
yeah.
I did suggest it.
Spencer
Pretty good.
works on the Bleak Squad.
That is true.
It finally turned into a great joke. down the line.
Yeah.
Good job.
But yeah, anyways, listen to that Devo cover. It's tight.
Yeah, it fucks. It definitely fucks.
We'll listen.
I think it's time for my favorite part of the show. I'm really excited for it. Let's do it. My favorite part.
Here we go.
Bucket jokes. Bucket jokes. Bucket jokes. Bucket jokes.
All right. You got any this week,
I
Spence?
fucking didn't write any jokes.
It's all good.
Actually, you know what? I do kind of have a joke. It's just a bit
Yeah.
that I think is funny.
Do it.
Okay. So I've been thinking a lot about the astronauts lately, in the International Space Station. They're orbiting Earth.
Yep.
I think that's pretty cool. They get to look down on us, all of us, which I think is nice. And like when one thinks about space, I think that like your brain can really only go to one place, and that is jacking off in space. I mean, what else are you going to think about? I immediately start thinking about jacking off in space, and I think that like if I got to go to space, I think that like what I would really want to do is like just float in front of one of those big windows on the space station, just looking at Earth, and just pound one out, just looking at Earth.
Oh.
Just Earth. Just be like, haha, you're all down there.
Hell yeah.
And then like, it'd be tight. I mean, only half or like, maybe a third of the Earth at a time could potentially see you. But that's also like the ultimate
Frisbee.
like it's the ultimate, like if you want to be a voyeur, ultimate voyeur thing, everybody on Earth is watching you bait.
True.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jacking off in space. Would love to rub one out to a planet. Just want to say that.
Yeah. Do you know, so in the vacuum of space, instead of jacking off, you get jacked in.
What?
No, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense at all,
It was
man.
like one of those like Mother Russia jokes. Like in
Maybe.
yeah,
In Mother
Soviet
Russia, in Mother Russia, you don't jack off in space. Space jacks off in you.
yeah, like
Whoa.
that.
Whoa, what?
Doesn't make any sense.
Whoa.
Anyway,
That rocks.
why do police officers have so much flour at home?
Oh.
Well, because they all batter their wives.
Yikes.
What beverage did the police officer serve to his wife at the policeman's gala? Punch. What vegetable did the cop give his wife for dinner? Beet.
Yeah. I'm
Why doesn't JK Rowling drive a car? Well, she refuses to acknowledge the existence of her transmission.
That's pretty good.
yeah.
What's the difference between Jerry Seinfeld and a professional blackjack player?
Oh, no.
Well, Jerry
no.
Seinfeld always hits on 17. Why was
That's a pretty good one.
Why was the Dune movie released in October?
I don't know.
Pumpkin spice.
That's a good one. I like that one.
What did Les Claypool say to the customer service representative when he got Amazon subscriptions for his entire band? He said, Primus. Two cannibals are eating a Tool fan.
Oh, no.
One says to the other, man, this tastes like shit.
That's for all you diaper rocking Tool fans out there.
Microsoft Word walks into a bar and asks for a table. All of the words move.
Whoa. That's a pretty good joke.
Why did the judge put a red squiggly line under the jury's verdict? Well, he couldn't accept the sentence. That's another Microsoft Word joke.
I like that one better. That one's even better.
What if coal mines are just the mass graves of a snowman genocide? Okay. Well, that's it. That's the joke. So I don't know if you heard in the news today, Mark Zuckerberg announced today that Facebook is officially changing its name to Meta. You hear about this?
Yeah.
Like real. It's actually a thing in the news. It makes me wish he would have made a better team of marketing executives. Okay.
Oh man. Did you see the screenshot with the barbecue sauce on his shelf?
No.
So when he was making that announcement, like he filmed it at his house, and there's like just a thing of barbecue sauce on his.
And that's it?
Like no, it's like holding up some books. It's like a book stopper, but it's barbecue sauce.
Huh.
It's really fucking weird, man.
Barbecue. Cool. Yeah. What's the difference between a calzone and a pizzone?
AutoZone.
Whoa,
Oh, that's a good point. Well, a calzone is like a closed pizza, and a piss zone is like R. Kelly's bedroom.
Oh.
What's a Republican's favorite vegetable?
Pizza.
Terry Schiavo. What do Pee Wee Herman and Silence of the Lambs have in common?
I don't know.
Well, in June of 1991, both were coming soon exclusively in theaters.
Wow, that's a really good joke. I love that.
What's
joke.
6 inches, soft, and not allowed within 500 feet of a school? Jared Fogel's turkey sub. Well,
that's it. Yeah, I guess we got to do the outro.
I guess so. Where can we find you, Spencer? What are you on?
I'm on the internet at Spencer SPENSER.zone.
Spencer is in Spencer for Hire. .zone as in Pizzone.
Yeah. .zone is in Pizzone, correct.
Or AutoZone.
Or AutoZone, also correct.
AutoZone erotic asphyxiation.
If I was in like a math rock band, I would name a song that.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool song name.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool song name.
Yeah.
They're making like Dillinger Escape Plan kind of music.
Yeah, brother, where can we find you if you want to be found?
Find me on Instagram at Beckstraw.
Oh yeah, way to put up his link there, Spencer.
I wasn't sure.
I don't care.
Cool.
It doesn't matter.
You can find me at Dog Vorbis or on socials at a Bucketcast. I'll say hello. And if you want to leave us a message, you can.
Yeah.
We have a number. You can call us at 425-310-2416. How about that shit?
425-310-2416.
Give us a call. I think we still have a couple messages maybe we haven't listened to, but
we do.
I think they're from the same person, so we'll
get to
spread those out.
Like butter.
Spread them cheeks.
Like the bucket butter. Yeah,
like
and butt cheeks. Yeah,
butt cheeks and butter.
Love spreading butt cheeks.
Two things you
Big fan.
like to spread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan. More like dat fan.
I love dat fan jokes. Why aren't bucket jokes?
You know what's the best
jokes?
thing about dat fan is his last name is spelled the exact same as fans of the band Phish, who spell it PHAN.
That is fun.
And I like both of those
real.
things.
That is not real. Is that real?
That's a real thing.
Wait. What about that Phantom of the Opera? Has that been a thing yet?
Ooh, I really like that. Yeah.
Dude, we got to get back to Phish fans spelling fans of Phish PHAN.
Ooh, wouldn't it be awesome if Phish did a whole concert where they just played the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack and they called that Phantom of the Opera? That'd be hella sick.
Oh, I would not watch that at all.
It's like, whoa, Christine, not groovy, dude.
Do you think Phantom of the Opera fans also call themselves PHANS?
No, we do not.
But
as a Phantom of the Opera stan here, we call ourselves losers
or goths.
Yeah, goths. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
same thing. I mean,
yeah. If we're being honest here.
Yeah. Like a goth is just a loser with eyeshadow.
That's
really,
true.
So.
That's true. Yeah. Well, anyways,
this has been Dat Fan,
and this has been Spencer.
This has been The Love Doctor.
And this has been Dat Fan.
You've been listening to Gettin' Head, a Bucketcast.
Stay greasy, Bucketheads.
Namaste.
Later, dudes.
Even better idea than Dat Phantom of the Opera, the Kratom of the Opera.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.